Did you know Anakin appeared to Leia as a Force ghost one day after the events of Return of the Jedi? In the book, The Truce of Bakura, we see the events immediately after the Rebel Alliance victory in the Battle of Endor as they deal with the aftermath of the Empire's defeat and the ongoing challenges of establishing a new order. Keep in mind, this is considered legends now, but it's something I would really like to see in canon. I will read a passage and we can talk about it after. It starts with Leia seeing someone she didn't know in her room. Luke had said he sometimes saw Ben Kenobi like this. Backing away, she squinted. This man didn't look like the old general, nor anyone else she had ever met before. Whoever he was, he didn't belong in her apartment. She eyed her blaster, just out of reach on the repulsor bed. It probably lacked a certain threat against apparitions, if this was one.
Who are you? State your business.
Do not fear me. Tell Luke to remember that fear is of the dark side.
Who was this person, bringing messages for Luke into her allegedly private quarters? A Bakuran? An Imperial?
Who are you?
The stranger stepped sideways into a darker spot, where his glow brightened. He was tall, with a broad, pleasant face and dark hair.
I am your father, Leia.
Vader. A chill started at her feet and shivered its way to her scalp. His very presence stirred every dark emotion she owned: fear, hatred.
Leia, I am forgiven, but I have much that I wish to atone for. I must clear your heart and your mind of anger. Anger is the dark side.
Her blaster definitely wouldn't help. Even when he lived, he deflected blaster bolts barehanded. She's seen him do it at Cloud City.
I want you to leave! Disincorporate, fade out, or whatever you do.
He did not move away from the wall. If anything, he seemed to shrink in size and proximity.
I am no longer the man that you feared. Can you not see me as a stranger, not an old enemy?
You can't restore Alderaan. You can't bring back the people you murdered or comfort their widows and orphans. You can't undo what you did to the Alliance.
I strengthened the Alliance, although that was not my intent.
He extended a glimmering arm. The mellow voice sounded wrong. The mild, naked face didn't look as if it hidden for decades behind a black, breathing mask.
Leia, things are changing. I may never be able to return to you.
She glanced away. Maybe she couldn't harm him with her blaster, but it would feel good in her hands. If she stretched, she could almost reach it.
There is no justifying my actions. Yet your brother saved me from darkness. You must believe me.
I heard Luke, but I'm not Luke, or your teacher, or your confessor. I'm only your daughter by a cruel trick of fate.
Of the Force, even that served a purpose. I am proud of your strengths. I do not ask for absolution, only your forgiveness.
How about what you did to Han? Are you going to beg him for his forgiveness?
Only through you. My time here is short.
She swallowed. Her throat felt dry.
I can almost forgive you for torturing me, and the evils you did to other people, because those drove so many worlds into the Alliance. But cruelty to Han, no. If you want to go through me, you won't get his forgiveness. Never.
Never's too large a word, my child.
Darth Vader, lecturing her about virtue and eternity.
I will never forgive you. Dematerialize. Go away.
Leia, I may not speak to you again, but I'll hear if you call me. If you change your mind, I will be watching.
Okay, so this should be canon. This meeting is huge because it's not just any ghost, it's her father, who did a lot of wrong, but also saved her brother Luke in the end. Imagine how gripping it would be to see Leia trying to deal with this unexpected visit from her father's spirit. It adds emotional depth and complexity, making the characters and the story even more engaging and real to the audience. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.